Hello, friends. This is Gautham Kolluri from CIP Study Abroad and Immigration. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and I previously worked in Conestoga College and Mohawk College. Today I have the pleasure of inviting Dinesh Mehta to the talk, our CIP International Student International Graduate Review. Dinesh, thank you very much for the short notice. I know we never plan these videos, and if anybody comes to our Zoom, we request you.
Mhm.
Thank you very much for joining at a short notice. Uh, you
Thank you
know,
so much,
it
sir.
use that. Thanks. I know it was a short notice. So we have Raj here. Raj was previously in our Mumbai office, and now he's the
Mhm,
director of our CFP Nepal office. And
mhm.
Raj was actually dealing with Mahesh, Dinesh, right? Raj, you were
Correct.
there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, Raj, I remember you had a very interesting journey. You talked to us so many times, right? So
Exactly.
can you remind me a journey, right? You are an spouse work permit holder, and
Yeah.
you it came like about 3 weeks, and you already have a full time, three job offers full time. There's so many people
Yeah.
who are discouraging others, especially all the silly YouTubers, Instagrammers, and they are all saying, "Oh, there are no jobs in Canada. Life is so difficult. Life is so expensive." Yeah,
Right.
today I was actually talking to one of our students, and he said, "Sir, Gautam, sir, what I've noticed is all the people who are not successful in Canada, they keep on doing that stuff,
Right.
right? And the funny
Mhm,
part is, all the people who are doing it, they are here in Canada, they are
mhm,
living here,
mhm.
but they say it's so expensive, but they don't want to go, but are asking other people not to come."
Right. Right.
So
Right.
that's
Right.
that's an interesting part. So yeah,
Yeah.
how was your experience? Dinesh, if you can just a few words about your experience with CIP. And I remember you had your refusals, right, before joining CIP.
Exactly. So, my journey starts with CIP when I got my first refusal for a study permit, and then like I was looking for somebody who can just guide me in the right direction. And everybody was saying, okay, we can just apply, but I was not getting that confidence. I'll get some positive, but when I seen your video, I got a little vibe. I don't know what, but it was like I connected to you, and then I applied through you. Then second time again, I got the refusal. Then you encourage, okay, let's give a try one more time by changing the course. We changed the course again. I got the refusal. So total four study visa refusal I got, and then it was like all
Good
the
body.
doors are
No,
closed. Yeah.
see, very important, guys. Academics are very important. This is
Exactly.
the biggest reason why refusal happened with Dinesh, right? Academics are
Yeah.
very important. And
Mm.
but thankfully, his wife we put off. Go ahead with the
Yeah,
next step.
exactly. Two major reason was for the refusal was one, I already have the MBA, and second thing, I was working as an IT manager. So through the experience and the education, both I already have the maximum reach, and I was applying for postgraduate program, so it was not matching at all. So that is what we decided. Okay, let's give a try with my wife, and then we can try for my open work permit. And thanks to the CIP team, it went very smooth. She got admission in UCW, and her study visa was approved within 8 to 10 days. And surprisingly, my open work permit also got approved within 8 days. So that was
You
nobody
know, God
believes.
has given you an alternative in the sense you struggled for so many years to get in, to come.
Exactly.
You are a professional,
Uh,
educated, and all good. So I think
right.
God gave you fast track with your wife, right? So she would have.
Exactly. Yeah. So if I tell to somebody this is our journey, nobody believes. Like how you got the open work permit without your wife is reaching to Canada. So I always give credit to CIP. So that is the
It's
thing.
got
And
it's yeah, it's definitely, big thanks to Raj and our CIP team helping
mhm.
out, and it's
Yeah,
God's blessings.
even
Yeah.
Yeah, Raj, please go ahead.
Even Rahul helped a lot in as
Yeah,
well.
Rahul helped a lot.
Rahul,
Yes.
Raj, yeah, Mumbai team is great, and we
Yeah.
still miss Raj in our Mumbai team. But
Hmm.
when we all talk about easy things in life, but nothing happen, nothing is easy. There are always challenges. So get the main question: are you happy coming to Canada? Was it a positive decision? The initial vibes you're getting. It's just been 2 weeks since you came, right? So initial vibes. Well, how do you feel about being there in Canada?
So when we came to Canada, our thing was like you check YouTube videos and people will say, okay, once you go there, you have to get the resume, drop everywhere. First you get the job, then you start enjoying the things. But our part was little different. I was like, कि, we'll apply the job, we'll see the city around, and we'll mix up both the things. And that is what worked out. Like if I go to a store, say, okay, this is my resume, give me the job, they will say, no, no, you have to apply online. So things has been changed. Like I went to Walmart, I went to McDonald's, and everywhere. I said, okay, this is my resume. They were like, no, you have to apply online. So the very first thing is think out of the box, try which is available right now. And when I got my first offer within 6 days, I would say. So 11th, I landed here. 18th, I had an offer for 2nd of January. And but still, I was looking for some other jobs also. So once I had the offer, then we started seeing the city around, and to be honest, it is completely positive decision for me. So we are very happy.
Yeah. So what is your job like? It was related to your core, what you were doing in IT sales previously, or what exactly is your job title now?
So my journey starts from taking care of small IT services, then taking care of entire IT infrastructure. I used to provide the service. Then I
That's
like
good,
this
right?
is
You
my
got a
journey.
job. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it is in your IT industry, your job, and it's not Walmart, it's not McDonald's, it is your core IT.
exactly,
And
exactly.
you were
Only
able
thing
to get
is
it in 6 days.
exactly. The only thing is it is a junior role. I don't mind if it is IT, then I can work on the junior role also. So currently it is a junior role, and the second job which I am selected for the second round, that is a senior role. So I
That's
wanted to
good.
have a job. That is why I selected this option, and I will have multiple options then.
That is good. Yeah. So, your wife, you travel. So, what was when you first landed in Canada, and when you just stepped out of the air, the flight? What was happening when you landed? Your flight landed. You landed. You just came out of the airport. What was going in your mind?
To be honest, our journey was so smooth that we didn't leave a small place. Uh, we made sure our luggage is proper weighted, everything is correct. So it was like I'm just traveling from one city to other city. Within 14 hours, we reached to Canada, and as soon as we seen outside, it was very cold, and we were very happy. Finally, we reached here. This is the day we waited for 2 years, even more than that. Even we struggled a lot. All the struggle has been paid now. Whatever time and energy we invested on this is the day uh, for what we were waiting, and we have this day now.
Very happy. Congratulations, Dinesh. Thank you very much for trusting us. It's been a long journey. I know we have the Zoom session every day, and Dinesh used to come and talk to me one and other. And thank you for trusting us and having patience. So,
Mhm.
good things always nice, but again, the challenge coming from India to Canada, this was the first time. So, what were the challenges you faced in the transition from moving, from India to Canada, a new country for you?
To be honest, we planned our journey step by step. This day we'll do like before coming to Canada, we booked our appointment for GIC, we booked our appointment for SIM number, we everything we planned accordingly. So we no need to rush because I spoke to other a friend of my wife. They said, okay, once we reach there, then we'll stand in the queue and then we'll get it done one by one. So for us, I would say we didn't face a big issues. Everything went very smoothly because we planned accordingly. So I think planning is very much needed.
Very true. So you didn't feel any challenges out there, like, it's still first time you're coming to Canada, right? You've never been to
Uh,
Canada before.
yeah, only challenge I would say, after finishing the dinner, I used to walk in my home. But for now, if I want to walk, like I have to wear the jacket, shoes, and everything. That is the part I face. Otherwise, everything is very smooth.
So if you were in Delhi, you would see, incidentally, you are in BC, right? You're in Vancouver,
Correct.
which is generally warm. And even
Mhm.
in Toronto, I live in Kitchener-Waterloo, which is 50 minutes from Toronto International Airport. We don't have snow. This is the
Oh.
first time in 23 years we don't have even snow. Yes. But jacket, if you were in India or in Nepal, Kathmandu, right? I think you still have
Mhm.
to wear a jacket to walk out. But
Yeah,
still, the
I was
temperatures are a
Exactly.
plus. We don't have snow.
exactly, but I was living in Bangalore, so Bangalore weather was pleasant all the years. So
Yeah.
I had that habit. Like if I want to buy something, just take my scooter, go buy the things, and come back. That struggle I face. Otherwise, all good.
Well, good. So, what do you like about Canada? I think, no challenges. So, let's have the positive tone continuing. What do you like about Canada? You lived in Bangalore, you're from Mumbai.
Yeah,
So, living in Vancouver now, it's a beautiful city, very expensive though with the housing.
yeah,
Uh,
true.
I guess all the metropolitan cities in the world are the same, be it Mumbai, be it Delhi, be it Hyderabad or Vancouver. So, what do you
Mm,
like most about, living in Vancouver now? It's a short, a lot of things will
mm.
change, your perception will change, but the first 2 weeks you're here.
The very first thing, there is no snow. So like I can go out anytime. There is no problem. Then second thing is everything is managed and uh, it is you have to follow the instructions. Once you follow the instruction, there is no problem. So for example, you will have multiple options for the transit also. You can have the day pass. If you don't have the day pass, you can just swipe the card and go. You no need to depend or ask each and every person. In India, like sometime it happens, even though instructions are written, but in the reality it will be little different. But here, whatever is written, that is true. You have to follow the instruction and you are good to go. So this parts, and definitely there are so many Indian stores are also available, not nearby, but in the mm, nearby metro town is there, and any other stores are there. So like you can get whatever you want. So
You get
this
all
is
the
the
Indian cities. I remember when I first I came in with my wife, two kids,
Mhm.
and there was absolutely only one store in Waterloo. And today
Okay,
we have everything, Indian movies, name it. Animal में यहाँ पे
exactly.
देखा, Dunki यहाँ पे हर theater में है यहाँ पे. And now
Correct.
we have at least about 50 Indian restaurants here and about 10
Yeah,
or 15 grocery stores. So it is home away from home for us now, right? Especially, BC.
exactly. Mhm.
It's very nice. Yeah. Like what did you advise this with the prospective students or spouse open work permit holders like you in the job search, like you've been through
Mhm.
this, you have extensive work experience from home. How is the IT industry and what would you advise them to get jobs?
I will recommend some points. The very first thing is when you are planning to move Canada, first you have one address. So one address and the Fido SIM you will get it from CIP itself. So that SIM number you add in your resume. These two things once you add in resume, you will start receiving the email response from the company from the Canada. So that is the first thing. And secondly,
So Canadian address is important in the resume. You
yeah, address and the phone number.
okay.
Yeah, and people will say there is a Canadian format for a resume, so many things you have to change and everything. I would say try to make it very simple. So once anybody sees your resume, they should understand like what exactly you are doing. It is not like a full lengthy resume. It should be like what you made a company to achieve. So that kind of thing, if you mention, you will get the first impression from the company, and you will start receiving the response. The very first round they used to check is the communication and whether you are able to understand their accent or not. Then second
Mhm.
thing will be mixture of technical round and as well as the little managerial role, and the third will be a cultural round. So these are the steps which we followed. And don't leave a hope if you don't receive a response within a week or two. Keep sending them the follow-up email, and they will revert back to you. Because sometimes what happens, they will be looking for 2 3 people, and other people they have selected, but he will not be joining the company. But if you are following up with them, you will get that option. So that is another strategy you can use.
That's good. What was your secret? Like, you are an IT professional and you got a job within 2 weeks, right? 6 days, you
Correct.
mentioned, even two
Yeah.
weeks. So, what was your secret? Like, is it your job role is a high demand occupation, or what is the job title you have?
Uh, so in India, I was working as an IT manager, and here I got a role of IT operation specialist. That is junior role, but designation wise, I'll be taking care of entire operations of the IT for that particular office. And the second job, what I'm looking for, that is senior system admin role. Uh, so like I am trying to jump on that stage. So this is the role I'm going to join.
What was your secret? How did you land a job in just 6 days?
Yeah, I followed
No
my
connections,
strategy.
no networks, no references. It is
Yeah,
literally your hard work you were able to get this job.
exactly. So the thing is, I followed the same thing. I put the address of my friend, and we had the Fido SIM. So I contacted Fido and asked, give me the phone number. Doesn't matter it is activated or not. I need the number. So that number I added my resume and I started applying for the company. I always mention I am authorized to work in Canadian company without needing the sponsorship of visa. So that first thing started giving me the response from the company side. And the second thing, like I uh, I was not taking any pressure because I worked in different role. So I was answering them whatever the question was coming. It was like even I was taking the interview, so I know what kind of mindset they will come with. So these are the secrets I followed, and I revised all the things which I studied before. So just answer their technical questions. So these are the things I followed and applied online.
That's it. So, guys, if you're looking for a Canadian number, we do work with Fido. You can definitely order, connect with CIP, but there is also another online app. This is a startup from based in Waterloo, and actually my landline is also through them. They have a home line, and they also have a free app here. You can get a Canadian number, and outside of Canada, you can also, get this number working outside of Canada. They have a world edition, and it's very 4.99 one-time cost. So you can actually get this as well. So, but yeah, getting back to Dinesh. So yeah, so Dinesh, we've lost you for a second, right? So, well, that guys, it is, it's good to know that we have many students, and good to see positive success stories from Dinesh Mehta. He just came here a couple of weeks ago, and he is being successful in getting. I think Raj Rahul from our Mumbai team had worked with his application and worked out. So, but Dinesh, thank you very much for joining our session, and when I'm glad that things had worked out for you. So, congratulations, and uh, let it's yeah. So it's a very as an education consultant, as an immigration consultant, we support the spouses I think, right? Dinesh had applied for his spouse open work permit. How much did you pay, Dinesh? I think probably 10,000 rupees.
Yes, yes. and
Yes. So
and to be honest, nobody believes how you're getting in that cheaper price. I was like, we are the special students.
for students who are from CIP, we try to support. So
Mhm.
we always appreciate. We are a virtual platform, and I have not really met many of the students, right? Except when we have our welcome parties. So we always try to give back. And for CIP students, we give discounted services for PR as well. And Dinesh, very important, please check in the shortage of patients. So if you have a job, IT job in BC from an BC company, you can apply for the BC Tech pathway. And the requirement is that you should have only, you don't have to do any, it's not mandatory that you have work experience there. Okay. The
Okay.
job offer should be at least 9 months, and if your company is supporting, you can apply for BCP&P. We will talk about this later. We have Alex from my team who takes care of all this. So
Mhm.
you can actually, if your job is in the BC shortage occupation, you can get a provincial nomination and your PR in 5 to 6 months.
Super great, great, great. So
That
let
is
me
the
get the
reason why
offer
we
letter.
advise you, because that
Mhm.
is the reason, you're 30. What is your age, Dinesh? आपका age
I
कितना है?
I'm 36 now.
You're 36. So for adult students, we always advise, especially from tech background. That was the reason why I advised you to look into Vancouver, because they
Mhm.
have a very good C tech pathway,
Acha.
right? Yeah,
Mhm.
so that is one of the reasons. So, well, once you settle down with your job, you decide where you are. But please do, I'll send you a link of the BC shortage occupation. Check your
Mhm.
job role and we take it forward from there, right? So for CIP
Perfect.
students, we have discounted services for PR. And also, guys, we also have a referral program for CIP students. If you are referring students, your friends or relatives from India, and also for if you are in Canada and referring your friends, we have a referral program starting from the 1st of January 2024. So you support us, we support you, and it's a win-win situation for all of us. One last
Definitely.
advice,
Mhm.
Dinesh.
Mhm.
For all the people who are IT professionals like you or other prospective international students, what would you advise them, to be successful, who want to start this journey, and what do you advise them to be ready, right? How can they be successful here?
The major thing I will say, do the certification, because you can write anything on your resume, but if you have certification listed on your resume, that speaks a lot. So that is the biggest thing. Like before coming to Canada, I planned my ITIL certification, which is like infrastructure support and service. So I think that is playing crucial role to get the response from the company, because if you see the listings of the job, they will mention the same thing. Person is supposed to be ITL foundation. So you have to see what trend is going on. If you are doing Java and Java 2.2 has come, so it's better to have the latest certification and come. Your job will be very easy then.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Dinesh, for joining at a short notice. I know, apologies for just grabbing you and asking you, so I'm switching on the video, come in, but it's such a warm
Mhm.
uh, you know, pleasure for all of us to see that people we facilitated, our CIP team, myself, through all the difficulties, and you were able to, for all the difficulties you faced in India to get to Canada, Canada has welcoming you and given you what you planned in just 6 to 10 days, right? What you planned. So
Right.
congratulations and thank you very much for joining our
Yeah.
the talk, National Student
Yeah,
Career.
I think this 8 to 10 days is particular for us. My wife got a study visa in 8 to 10 days. I got 8 to 10 days open work permit, and this job also 8 to 10 days. So I have this lucky number then.
That is very good, and I hope you will continue with your lucky charm with it. Thanks again, Dinesh.
Great.